Hello, welcome back to Model Maker Dave's Workshop. I'm Dave. Hello everyone. Give us a few seconds to get everything sorted out with the cameras and the microphone and the lights and this and that and everything else, and maybe make a cup of tea. And I will see you down on the bench. Hello and welcome back to the interlude. Yes, it's my mug of tea. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my bench. I do apologise for the lack of video content that has been pushed up onto the channel. It's due to that horrible word that begins with W. Yep, it's called work. I've had to do work, and I've had to do stuff and not had time to get to the bench. Anyway, less of swearing about that W word and a little bit more onto what this is about. This is going to be a what's in the box. And it's a what's in the box of something that I didn't think that I would ever have or even think that I would build, because it's a kit from a TV show, and those that are of an age like mine will remember the puppets with strings. Yes, I am talking about Thunderbirds. Right, let's get the mug of tea out of the way and bring this in. This is what I've got myself. Yeah, it's Thunderbird 2. Yay! No, I'm not going to do the music or the countdown or anything like that. No, I know I'm daft, but I ain't that daft. Now, for what I paid for this and for what you actually get in the box, there is a bit of a difference. However, I think you'll understand that when you see what's in the box, this wasn't designed or thought to be anything that's going to be on a display shelf. This was going to be used on the carpet, in a bedroom, in the living room, out in the garden, wherever. So part counts is quite low, sprue counts is very low. Thickness of the parts for the plastic is quite thick, but then it was designed to be played with. So off with the lid. I've taken the liberty of taking everything out of the plastic bags, so there's not too much crinkling and crackling and plastic bags and stuff. So what have we got? Well, we got a sheet of instructions, and as you can see on the parts map, that is pretty much what's in the box. There's not a lot of it. From what I've seen of the instructions, and as you can see here, it is pretty straightforward. There is not a lot of assembly to go on here. So, am I going to put the motor in the pod? Probably not. Haven't fully decided how I'm going to do this. The legs I'm going to do something different with. Well, whether they turn out exactly like this or whether they turn out something a little bit different, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to do something different around the cockpit area, as in the windows are going to be drilled out and I'm going to put some plastic sheet in there. I'm going to have a go at doing some form of scratch building for the internal to give it a cockpit kind of look, and there might be the possibility that I might do some lighting. Yes, Colin, I might put an LED or two in to light up the cockpit. Maybe, possibly. You haven't sold me on this electronic stuff yet. You're going to have to work a bit harder, my friend. That really is it for the instructions. There isn't a lot. Tamiya, these are not. Yeah. Anyway, right. Let's have a look at the parts. Right. Here we've got all of the motor stuff and some tires. I have left this in the bag because I don't want to lose anything. There are some small parts in there, and I think it's better that they're left in the bag, safe and sound. Whether this thing gets used or not, I don't know. I'm not fully sold on the idea of motors in kits. Right, fuselage. Right, let's put the fuselage together and show you just how large this thing is. It is. Come on, go together. Right. Let's get the box out of the way for a second. Oh no, it's sliding down. So that's roughly how long or how big Thunderbird 2 is going to be. It's going to be slightly longer because you've still got the exhaust pods to go on the rear section, and you've got the tail area to go on here, so it's going to be slightly higher. Now, these will be drilled out, and that's the area that I've got to work with to create some kind of interior. The lighting side of things, I'm kind of thinking maybe one and a small battery pack here. Don't know. Colin's probably laughing his bleeding head off as I'm going through this, and probably really tell me that I'm doing it all wrong. Anyway, less of that. As for the rest of what we've got, we've got some decals. They are a little bit yellow. I think these are supposed to be proper white. So I'm going to have to work out how I'm going to get them back to being white. Interesting. Don't know yet. Answers on a postcard. The plastic itself is a bit soft and a bit pliable. I'm not. I've got no confidence in these legs. They are quite. What's the word? Weak. They seem to be stronger than those. You can give a good dent on those, but they're not. Oh, I don't know. They're just as bad. I think all these are going to be used for is a template for something else. Right, so let's put that there. Now we've got Thunderbird 4, we've got the mole, and we've got the rescue vehicle in here. Might have to have a look at these. Might do a little bit of scratch building on just to detail them up a little bit. I have to get some pictures and have a better look. Don't think there's much that I can do for Thunderbird 4, although it's looking a bit like it's going to come off the sprue at any time, so I think we put that down out the way. And this is the pod and the rest of Thunderbird 2. I would like to change this. I'll try and hold it in a way that you can see. I would like to try and change this area and make rollers to go in here and here, and I don't know what to do about that at the moment. That is a bit yeah, okay. Now we've got some parts that have come off the sprue in the box. We'll leave them in there because then we know exactly where they are. The green plastic is quite hard. It's quite hard, it's quite rigid, and it's in places a bit thick. So I think they even might have to get the saw out just to cut them off the sprue. That'd be interesting. Overall, it's not a bad little kit. It's all right. Bearing in mind, I think, was it on the lid? I saw there is no production date. The only thing that I have got is a copyright date of 1992. There is no mould date stamped in any of the parts that I can see. There's some, if anyone's good at Japanese, I think all that just says is Thunderbird 2, because you've got a figure 2 there, so I'm guessing that could be Japanese for Thunderbird. Educated guess. Don't think there is anything else to give me a clue. Hold on. Oh, made in Japan. That's it. Oh, that's clever. No, nothing. So, no idea then. I really don't know. Oh, I knew it was going to come off, and it did. So we'll make sure everything stays in the box, and we'll be, well, I think once I've done this, everything will go back in the bag, and the bag will get sealed up again, because I don't actually know when I'm going to start this one. So I think for now, we'll put it all back in the box so we know exactly where it all is. So there you go. There is what's in the box for Thunderbird 2. How much did I pay? Well, I paid 33 or 34 including P&P. I have seen this on eBay going for 40, 50 quid. So it all depends on where you get it from and the time that you try and get it, if you're a Thunderbirds fan and you want to do a Thunderbirds 2. So I think on that note, I will say thank you very much for watching. If you haven't done so, then please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so that you get notifications of whenever I post anything up. I will try to post a little bit more often because it's got a little bit easier at that horrible thing called work, and hopefully I shall be able to do a few more videos. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.